Okay, again, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our mock review session. This is in preparation for the Thailand International Mathematical Olympiad. So we still have one more review sessions tomorrow, but we already tried to do the mock review session. Okay, so for this mock review session, we will have how many questions? 30. Okay, we will have 30 questions because this is a mock for our finals, and our finals will have or will be composed of 30 questions as well, no? We have 6 for logical thinking, algebra, number theory, geometry, and combinatorics. So we'll start with problem number 1. It is on the logical thinking. I will just snip the question. Okay, wait lang ha. Okay, question number 1. This is from logical thinking. Okay. In a handball competition, each team will play 5 games with the following point rules. 3 points will be given for a win, 1 point will be given for a draw, and no points will be given for a loss. Given that each team will be advanced to the final semifinal unless it has lost 3 or more games, how many different possible scores are there? So for this kind of question, we only need to find the possible scores. Okay? So if possible scores, if we were going to find the possible scores, so what are what number should we start?
The maximum score.
Okay, we will start with the maximum score. Okay, so the maximum score will be 15, right? The maximum score will be 15. We can also have 14. We can also have 13, and so on. What will be the minimum score? Anyone? Okay, the minimum score will be
3.
3. Okay. And of course, if you count all of them, there are 12 possible scores. So that's for number 1. Okay? Okay, I guess that's very problem number 2. This is an example of a distance formula. Okay, number 2. Okay, bakit ayaw? Okay, wait lang. Uh, okay, what is it? Wait. Uh, my number 2. My presentation is going crazy. Okay, this one. Mary goes southeast for 43 kilometers, then northeast for 9 kilometers, then goes northwest for 3 kilometers, and finally goes southwest for 30 kilometers. So how far is she now from the original position or original position? So of course, we don't need the units. No, we only need the numerical value. Now, if we start in here, then we go southeast. Okay, southeast. This is 43. Then we go northeast. This is 9 only. Then goes northwest. Northwest for 23. 23. Then finally go southwest for around 30. Then we will find this one, right? So from here, we based this. We are looking for this one, this part here. So we have 43 and so on. Now, the 43, we should subtract this to our parallel part, right? So our D is now equal to, okay, we have 43 minus 23, which is the parallel line, quantity squared, plus the 30 minus 9. Because basically, we are looking for this particular triangle. No? This triangle na lang. This quantity squared, of course, using the Pythagorean theorem. And this will give us square root of 20 squared plus 21 squared. And of course, this is two pairs, no? Or two numbers in a Pythagorean triple together with the 29 squared, which is equal to 29. Because we know that 20, 21, and 29 are is a Pythagorean triple. Okay, so you don't actually really need to calculate that one, because you know that it's a Pythagorean triple, then it will satisfy the triangle the x squared plus y squared is equal to z squared. Okay, so this is a very common problem. Now we proceed to problem number 3. Okay, don't mind that one. In problem number 3, we have this one. Uh, why is it that- Okay, for for problem number 3, we have this one. If we have ADBC plus DCAB, BACD, and CBDA is equal to 3219, 32219 when you calculate A plus B plus C plus D. So as we can see, if we try to express A, D, B, C in terms of a number, no, this is equal to 1000 A plus 100 D plus 10 B plus C. And again, also for this second one, you will have exactly this one, but the placement for our A, B, C, and D will be different for the other three, right? But you will expect that for each A, you will have 1000 A plus 100 A plus 100 or 10 A plus A, which will give you 1111 A. And this also applies to our B. Okay, so all in all, you will have 1111 A plus B plus C plus D, which is equal, in this case, is equal to 32219. And all you need to do is to divide both sides by 1111. And 32219 divided by 11 is equal to 29. Okay? So this will be our final answer, 29. Any questions so far? I guess this is a very clear example, no? And this is very common item. Okay? Now we go to problem number 4. So problem number 4 includes the determining the day of the week. Okay? So we are on the day of the week. We have this. Given 14th October is 2002, which is Sunday, which day of the week will be 14th October of 2024? So the first thing that we need to do is to count the number of leap years between 2002 to 2024. So the number of leap years for this, the leap years would be 2000, 2004, not 2008, 2012, okay, 2016, and 2020, and of course 2024. So there are how many days in this? There are 22 days, right? But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6. Okay, we have 6 leap years, and of course we will expect that we will have 16 normal years. Of course, because there are 22 years between 2002 and 2024. Now, the next thing that we are going to do is to identify the day of the week, no? So in leap years, we will have assumed to be 363 days. And we divide this by 7, you will have some sort of answer, but the remainder is equal to 2. We are only concerned about the remainder. Okay? In normal years, we have 365 days. Then again, divide this by 7, you will have some sort of an answer, but the remainder is only 1. Okay? We are interested in that. So after this one, the next thing that you will do is to multiply the number of leap years times the remainder plus the number of normal years times the remainder. You add all of them. You take modulo 7. And you will have 12 plus 16. That is equal to 28. Okay? 28 and 28 mod 7. Okay, we add 1. No? Which day of the week will be 2024? We will add 1, 365, remainder 1. Okay, then because we are in the 2024, we have 2024 also a leap year, and this is already in October, so we add 1. Then we will get 29 mod 7. You will have 1. So 1 day after Sunday, then that will be Monday. But yeah, no, why is it Monday?
Coach Rolex, didn't we
Yes.
just count 2024 in one of the 6 leap years?
Pardon?
Didn't we just count in year 2024 in one of the 6 leap years? So
Yes,
I think
yes,
I
we
thought
count
it's
that because the day that the 366 days is already in February, and we are asking on the October 2024. So you will have to add this one. Wait lang. If ever we don't add this one, we will have 5. So 10 plus 16. 10 plus 16, that is 20. 10 plus 16, that is 6. 26. 26 modulo 7 is 4. Okay. Yeah, we counted the 2024 because the additional day is from February, right? But we are asking on the October part.
so. I think you needn't add 1 to 28 to calculate the modulo.
Yes, that is why we already have here 29 modulo 7. And 29 modulo 7 is equal to 1. So that is why 1 day after Sunday, you will get Monday. Oops.
I'm still confused, Coach
Yeah.
Wallace.
Yeah, actually, this is a little bit confusing, no? But from here, we still need to find the number of leap years, yeah, right? The first thing that we will do in this case is to determine the number of years. Okay, so how many years are there from 2022 to 2024? So we'll start with 2003 No, we have 2024. Okay, I guess. Okay. I saw the wait lang. I saw this one. I guess this would be 17, no? This is 17 normal years because we have 2024 minus 2002 plus 1 as the total number of years. Okay, this one.
But why do we add one, Coach Alex?
In counting the number of years from a year to a year, you always need plus 1. For example, you count from 2022 to 2024, you include the 2022. But from 2022 to 2024, you have how many years? 3, including the 2022, of course. 2022, 2023, and 2024, right? If you have from yes,
Shouldn't we just count the years that's elapsed?
yes. So here the given is from 2020 2002, right? 2002. Then we try to determine the day for the same date, but in 2024. So the number of years is simply equal to 2024 minus 2022, 2002 plus 1. So it's just like counting example, the example earlier, we have example from 2000, for example, 2000 to 2005. So of course, basically the first thing that you need to understand would be you include 2000. Okay, because if you count only 2005 minus 2000, you only need 5, right? You will count only 5. But if you count that manually, you have 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005. So that means you always need plus 1 in counting the number of years between 2 years. Okay, because we include the base year, which is in this case 2002. So that is why we added plus 1 here. Okay, we started by 7. This will become 17, so that we will not add na, or we will not add here by 7, by 1. We simply add here 17, then this will become 29 mod 7 is equal to 1. And again, 1, the remainder is 1, so therefore we will count 1 day after the Sunday. And the answer for this is Monday, 2024. Is it Monday ba? Okay. Okay. So again, basically, you need to find the number of days, then the number of days, the number of leap years, and the number of normal years. Then you multiply the number of leap years by 2, because in every leap year there will be 366 days, and we divide it by 7, or meaning we take the modulo of 7, so that we cannot. Actually, you can multiply the 6 by 366, but we make it easier by dividing first the modulo, so that the remainder na lang, or the remainder will be the one that will be multiplied to 6. Okay? And so as with the normal years, with remainder equal to 1. Okay. Now in problem number 5, we are converting a particular system or unit of numbers. So in here, we will have the decimal. No, we are from the quinary, then we are going to decimal. And this is very easy because the decimal is the basic number system. So all you need to do is, again, if we recall, a decimal number system is a base 10, while the quinary is a base 5. Now, the quinary base 5, you have 9211 base 5. All you need to do to convert this to decimal decimal is that you multiply this 9, 2, 1, and 1 by the powers of 5 because 5 is the base. Okay? And there are 4 digits. So we'll start with 5 to the 0 times 5 to the 1 times 5 squared times 5 cubed. Then add all of these products. This will be your decimal number system. Now, if you multiply, this is 125, no? 125 times 9. This will be 1,125 plus this is 50 plus 5 plus 1. So this will become plus 56 na lang. And that will become 1181. Okay, is this clear? I guess it's very easy, no?
But there's one thing I don't know if there can be a digit 9 in base 5. I thought they can only go up to 4,
Yeah,
0 to 4. Yeah.
yeah. Actually, that's the first thing I noticed from this question. This is from the last year's exam, and I guess this is a typo. When we talk about quinary number system, the numbers that we can use is from 0 to 4 only. Right. But yeah, I guess that's correct. So, but the representation on how to convert the decimal is correct naman, di ba? It is correct, but I guess the given is wrong. So because we cannot take 9 as a quinary number. This is the question in the last year's uh FIMUMAC, no, the TIMUMAC. So we only used that one. So yeah, I guess we have a typo last year. But yeah, you are correct. We cannot have 9 as a number in our quinary number. But as to the conversion from quinary to decimal, I guess you understand, everyone, right? Everything? Is that clear? Is it okay, Pam? Okay. Next, we go to problem number 6. So problem number 6 is a simple identification. Okay, we have here this one. Find the greatest two-digit prime number that equals the sum of 3 different primes. Okay? Find the greatest two-digit number that equals the sum of 3 different primes. Take note that one of the tricky part in here is that the two-digit number or the greatest two-digit number that we need to find is not necessarily prime. Okay? That's the trick here. Because we are looking for the sum of 3-digit primes, but the number that we are looking for or the sum mismo or the sum itself is not necessarily a prime number. Okay, so that is why we can test 99, right? So if we start with 99, okay, can we express this as a sum of 3 different prime numbers? And I guess yes, no, we can have this as 5 plus 41 plus 53. These are prime numbers, right? 5, 41, and 53. And of course, a this is the greatest two-digit prime number. So in problems like this, all you need to do is to look for the greatest number, 99. Then you trial and error. Okay? So you look for the numbers. Now, if in case that the sum or the greatest two-digit number you are looking for is a prime number, then you look for the largest two-digit prime number, then you try manually if ever you can expect that that number uh, can be a sum of 3 different prime numbers. So basically, this is a trial and error. No? Okay. Again, the trick part here is knowing that the number that we are looking for is not necessarily prime also. Okay, so we go now to problem number 7, and this is the start of the problems in algebra. Okay, problem number 7. Okay, this problem is very common also. So we have here, find the value of this repeating complex fraction, no? Non-terminating, no? Repeating complex fraction. So we are looking for the value. Now, the first thing that we are going to do when it comes to these problems is to let the number itself be a variable, okay? If you let the number itself to become a variable, so in this case, you let this to be our x, that number. If this is x is equal to that one, take note that the number will start to reappear, or this one start to recur here, right? So if the entire expression is x, then this will become 9 over 6 minus x. And we simplify this by multiplying both sides by 6 minus x. That will become 6x minus x squared. This is equal to 9. Then you will have x squared minus 6x plus 9. This is equal to 0. And of course, this is a perfect square trinomial, no, which is equal to x minus 3 quantity squared. Is equal to 0. Therefore, your x is equal to 3. And we make sure that the number is a positive number. So therefore, you will have x is equal to 3. Okay. Next item would be factorization. Okay, factorization. Okay, factorize this one. Now again, the first thing that you need to, when it comes to these particular problems, the first thing that you need to see is there are two variables, right? Then look at the variable whether there is a term with the product of x and y. So in this case, there is no product of x and y, right? So we have independent x and independent y. They are independent to each other. So the next thing that you need to do is to rearrange the numbers based on their variable. Okay, regroup. So you will have 4x squared plus 28x minus 4y squared minus 44y. Okay, we have minus 72. Okay, so from here, as you can see, um, we can try to factor out, or we try to um, perfect square. Okay, um, as you can see in here, if you try to factor out the 4 in here, the 4 in here, so the first thing actually is completing the square, no? But if you try to factor out the 4 in here, you are left with an odd number. And it is difficult for the factorization to have the last term for this a fraction, right? So this one also, you will have an odd number. So in completing the square for this one, this will give us a fraction on the last term, right? Because you divide 7 by 2, then you square, so you will have 49 over 4. So instead of doing that, okay, the things that we need to do is to regroup this 4x squared plus 28x. Okay, we make this 49 minus, this one will be 4y squared minus 44y. Then this is plus 1 to 1. And as you can see, the number here, 49 minus, okay, because we have a minus outside, 1 to 1 is actually equal to 72, negative 72, which is exactly that one, right? So we simply dissect negative 72 into positive 49 and negative 128 so that this next term would become 2x plus 7 quantity squared minus 2y plus 11 quantity squared. Okay? Okay. So this is difference of two squares. So the next thing that you are going to do is you will have 2x plus 7 plus 2y plus, okay, actually this is 2y minus 11, no? This should be minus. Okay, minus 11. Okay, minus 11 times 2x plus 7 minus 2y minus 11, which gives you 2x plus 2y minus 4 times 2x plus 2y or minus 2y minus 2y plus 18. You can factor out 2 in each, so you will get 4 times this one is x plus y minus 2 and x minus y plus 9. So this will now be your factored form. Okay? Questions in this problem?
How to know it's 49 and 121?
Yeah, that's the challenging part in there. But sige, let us try the other one, no? Let us try the completing the square because this can also be completing the square. Iniba ko lang. So let us try why we need 49 and 121. And because if you want this one to become a perfect square, okay? Yung 'di ba if we this group pala, this one. So from here, we have 4x squared plus 28x, right? This is the first group. And then if we factor out the 4 in here, that's just like how we did in the second step, x plus x squared plus 7x. The only number that you need to add in the inner part is, we divide 7 by 2, that is 7 halves. Then you square that to complete the square, that will be 49 over 4. And if you go back to multiplying this, you will go 4x squared plus 28x plus 49. So that is why the number that you need to add will be 49 for this particular group. Did you get that, Gairon?
Yes.
So same is true for here. So as you can see, y squared minus 11y. So you divide 11 by 2. That will become 11 over 2. You take the square. That will become 121 over 4. And there is a 4 outside. So therefore, you need 121 in here to complete the square of this second part. So that is why, or that is how you subdivide the 49 and the 121 from the negative 7 to 72. Okay, we proceed now to problem number 9. Now in problem number 9, we have the logarithmic equation. Okay, we will have a logarithmic equation. Okay, this one. Find the sum of all real solutions of this equation. So for here, we need to take note of the properties of the logarithms, no? We have 3 important properties for the logarithm. The log of x plus the log of y is equal to the log of xy. The log of x minus the log of y is equal to the log of x over y. And we have p times the log of x is equal to the log of x to the p. So these are the basic trinity or the formulas in logarithmic equation. Now, as you can see, we can combine the first term and the second term because they have the same basis, right? So we can use property number 2, or in short, the division property. So that will become log of 140 minus 24x over the log of x, or in this case, x na lang. This is base 4. This is equal to 4. Okay? Then one property also is the log of x base b equal to a, for example. This will be converted or transformed into x is equal to b to the a in exponential form. This is the conversion from logarithmic to exponential form. So that means in this particular case, the log of 140 minus 24x over x base 4 equal to 4 will now become 140 minus 24x over x is now equal to 4 to the 4. Okay, then we simplify this one. This will become 140 minus 24x. This is equal to 16256, so 256x. If we multiply both sides also by x, then rearrange this one, you will get 280x is equal to 140. So your x is equal to 1/2. Now, one careful thing about solving logarithmic equation is that we need to check whether this number 1/2 can be applied to our equation or the original equation, because there are things, or there are some values, or in some cases there are values of x na solve, or that we solve, that whenever you substitute this to the original equation, it will have undefined terms. So in this case, x is equal to 1/2. If we substitute this to the first term, that will be okay because we have a log of in a positive number and also from the second. So we only have one value for this. Okay, you only have one value, and that is x equal to 1/2. Even though we are looking for the sum, but since we only have one value, then we have that as the sum. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we have here the next one. Then we okay, okay, you can try to solve this one first. I'll give you around 2 minutes. I have to attend something. Okay, please give me 2 minutes first. Okay, I guess my camera is not working now. Okay, so we continue. Um, okay, so we are now to find the coefficient of this expansion. And as you can see, we have a four term, no? Four term na polynomial. We have 5 minus 2x plus 3x squared minus 2x cubed. So we need to find the coefficient of x cubed. So the first thing that you need to do is in the first part, so you will have, we have four terms now, 1, 2, 3. So we look for the, okay, we'll try to express this. Okay, is that, okay, if we express this into a other form, this will become 5 minus, okay, this will become 2 plus 3x minus 2x squared, factor out the x, okay, you will have this form, right? This is cube. We treat this as like the binomial case, okay? So we try to have the first one. The first one is this negative because we have minus of this term. So we have negative of 3 taken 1. We start with the 3 taken 1. Then if you have this one, take note, you just multiply this to the 5 squared, okay, times the next one would be the entire term 2. Okay, you will have, wait lang. This one will become, if the term is negative, this term here should be negative. This one. So you will have this 2 minus 3x, and this should be plus, right? Okay, so that will be 2 minus 3x plus 2x squared. That's for the first product. Now we alternate the sign because this is a cube tapos negative. We take plus 3 taken 2. Then the next thing that we are going to do is instead of having the 5 in here, the squared, we'll put the square in this case. Here is the square. Okay, wait lang. Okay, wait lang. Okay, so from here, we will have this. Then the next thing is take note that in the first term, this is the coefficient for x, no? In the this second term this is for the x squared, okay? And for the third thing, this is minus because again, this is an alternate value. We have 3 taken 3 times, we will have now the entire 2 minus 3x plus 2x squared. Okay, this is cube x cube. Then of course, you need to simplify each of this, or in short, we only need to find the terms with the cube, right? So the negative of this is this 25, 3 taken 2 is equal to 3 times 2, 6, no? 6, 3 taken 1. 3 taken 1 is 6 divided by 3. 3 times 25 times 2. So you will have, in this case, we have negative c sub 1 or 3 taken 1 times 5 squared times the only thing that you will have an x squared here is this plus 2x cubed, right? This is the only pair. If you multiply this one, which will be the x cubed, right? So this is the only one. Now, in this case, we have the 3 taken 2 times 5. Okay, this is not plus y plus. Okay, this is times, and this will become 5 to the 1 times this one is c taken 1. So for the x squared, this will be the squared. Then the only thing that you need to do here is a negative 3x. Okay, negative 3x. So we have times 2. Oops, z. After simplifying this, because this is a square, right? This is a square. So you try to simplify that one, and you will get uh 2 times 2 times you will have negative 3x times x squared also. Then for the c sub 3, 3 taken 3, you will have times 2 cube x cube. That's the only way. So of course, again, we have this. These are terms. We have terms before and after of this, but we only need the x cube. Then simplifying each of this, you will have negative 150 x cube. Then you have 180 x cube, and we have negative 8 x cube. So plus that, or again, there will be another one. So you will have negative 338 x cube plus that. So the answer should be negative 338. Okay, so this will be our problem number 10. Now, we have we have 2 breaks for this mock review. We have 2 5-minute break, and I guess we will use the first break right now because I have an important thing to assess. So we will have the first break right now, then we will continue directly to the next other topics. Okay. So I'll paste na lang muna the question, then you will have this. So we will use our first break. Okay, so we now continue with this. Given that x is a real number, we need to find the maximum value of this. Now, as you can see, this is an example. The graph of this function is a parabola, no? This is parabola, or the graph of this expression is a parabola that opens downward, okay, downward. We know that this is downward because the coefficient of x squared is a negative number. So if the parabola opens downward, okay, of course, there will be a maximum point. The maximum point is what we call the vertex. And if we are finding the maximum value, we are only talking about the coefficient or the coordinate of the second component of this vertex. Okay, we know that the vertex of the parabola is given by hk, and our h is equal to negative b squared over 2a, b squared over b over 2a, and our k is equal to 4ac minus b squared over 4a, or in some other cases, we simplify this to c minus b squared over 4a. So that's the thing that we are going to use because this is the second component of the vertex. And in here, our a is equal to negative 3, our b is equal to 36, and our c is equal to 25. So you will now have k, which is equal to 25, k minus 36 squared over 4 times 3. Okay? So you will have this, negative 3. And you will have what? In simplifying this one, you will have a particular number, no? This is equal to 25 minus, of course, this will become positive. Okay? So you will now have, this is 12, so this can be expressed as 36 times 3. This is equal to 36 times 3. That would be 108.
108?
Okay, 25 plus 108. This is equal to 133. Now, there are other things, or there are other ways to solve for this, no? We simply express the given into its vertex form. So that means if you have negative 3x squared plus 36x plus 25, all you need to do is to factor out negative 3 in the first two terms. You will get x squared minus 6, right? 6x, okay, plus 25. Then you take, or you complete the square of the inside. This will become x squared minus 6x. So you add 9. Diba? So you will add, no, 3. No, this is 12. This is 12. This is 12. Minus 12x. So minus 12x. So plus 36. So this will give you plus 25. And since you added negative 36 times 3, which is 108. So you add 108 here. So you will have negative 3 times x minus 6 quantity squared plus 133. And this will give you the maximum value. Okay? Okay. Now we go to the next item, which is using the roots of the equation. So if we are given with this, okay, we are given with a and b. So these are distinct roots of our equation, or of our expression x squared minus 20x plus 25. Find the value of a squared plus 20b. So the first thing that we know is that what? What's the first thing that we know? Okay, we know that if A and B are roots, if A and B roots, then this imply that A squared minus 20x, 20A plus 25 is equal to 0. That means A will satisfy the equation. Also with the B squared minus 20B plus 25 is equal to 0. Then we can simplify this into what? This will give us negative 20A plus 20B is equal to 0. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. No. We should not simplify this first. By the Vieta's formula, okay, Vieta's na lang. Vieta's formula, we know that the sum of the roots, no, A plus B is simply equal to the negative of negative 20. That is equal to 20. Right? So you will have this one. Now, what is the thing that we need to find? A squared plus 20B. We need to find this one. A squared plus 20B. What is our A squared? A squared plus 20B. From here, we can say that our A squared is equal to 20A minus 25, right? So A squared is replaced by 20A minus 25. Then we have plus 20B. Then 20A plus 20B is 20 times A plus B. So minus 25. A plus B by the Vieta's formula is 20 minus 25. So we will have 400 minus 25. Then you will get 375 as your final answer. Okay? Okay. Next thing is we start with the number theory. So you will have this question. Oops. If a 12-digit number is divisible by 21 for a single-digit numbers A and B, so find the smallest possible value of A plus B. Now, given that a number is divisible by 21, this means that a number is divisible by 3 and by 7. No? So, a divisibility by 3, a div by 3, we start with a 3. So, we have 170, no? Of course, the 170 would be the 1 plus 7 plus 0 plus 1 plus 4 plus A plus 0 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 6 plus B is equivalent to 0 mod 3. This is the divisibility rule. You take the sum of all the digits, then that digit must be divisible by 3. Then simplifying this one, you will have 26. Okay, we have 26 plus A plus B is equivalent to 0 mod 3. Okay, then from here, your A plus B,
1.
okay, A plus B
Minus
is equal
26.
to negative 26 mod 3, or A plus B is equal to 1, no? Pwede 1 mod 3. So if we have this one, we can have 1 from here. we can have 1, 4. So your A plus B, oops, you can have here 1, you can have 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, no? We can have 16. So we'll try it up to 16 only. Then the next one would be the divisibility rule of 7. Now for the divisibility rule of 7, all we need to do is again the sum of this 17, no, we have 140. We have 140, okay, plus A, this one. 140 plus A plus 160. So you divide this by 3, no? We divide the group into 3, plus 160 plus B. Okay, these are the plus na part. Then you subtract the 170 and 33. 170 and 33. And of course, this must be equivalent to 1 or 0. 0, right? 0 mod 7. Simplifying this one, you will get 97 plus A plus B equivalent to 0 mod 7. We have A plus B is equivalent to 1. Again, 1. Try natin si 7. So 8, 15, and 22, and so on. But we are looking for the smallest possible value of A plus B. So A plus B here is 1, and A plus B here is also 1. So therefore, that must be the smallest possible sum. Okay? They are common at 1. So you will have that as your final answer. Okay, the next one would be problem number 14 and problem, yes,
Coach Rolex, what's
yes.
the solution to number 12 again?
1. We only have 1. No, the answer,
Yeah, to problem number 12.
number 12 is 375.
Okay, thanks.
This one. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 14, we proceed now to, okay, this is actually almost the same with the one we had in algebra. Okay, this is a non-terminating repeating na complex fraction. Okay, we have this. Find the value of this expression if it exists, and of course, it is a positive real number. So again, if you let this to be our exact x, the pattern will start to recur here, right? This exact term here. That will be the starting of the pattern or the recurrence of the pattern. So that means that we can express this as x, which is equal to 3 plus that will become 154 over x. So you will have x squared is equal to 3x plus 154. Rearrange, we have x squared minus 3x minus 154 is equal to 0. Okay, then of course we take the factors of this. X minus 11 or plus 11 times x minus 14. This is equal to 0. So you have two possible values. X is equal to negative 11, while the other one is x is equal to positive 14. And it is very clear that it's stated that it is a positive real number. So therefore, we take 14 as our final answer. Okay? Okay. Next would be this. If yesterday was Tuesday, which day of the week will it be 130 to the 66 days later? Okay, if yesterday was Tuesday, then today is what? Wednesday. No?
Wednesday.
Then what's the next thing that you are going to do? You take this, no? 130 to the 66, you take the modulo of this, 7, right? Modulo 7. So the first thing when we take this modulo 7 is we look at the inner part or the 130. What is 130 modulo 7? Okay, 130 modulo 7 is
126 plus 4. And
126. Is
so
126 divisible by 7? Yes, no? So this is negative 4.
plus 4.
So 126. So we will have 4 to the 66 mod 7. Okay? So 130 is 130, 137. Modulo 7, no? This should be plus 4. Okay. So instead of 7, I'll try to use negative 3. Negative 3. So that we can have this as negative 27 to the 22 mod 7. Meaning, I took the cube of this 66, so it will become 22 by the property of exponent. Then that cube will be uh, an exponent of the negative 3. So that is why you have negative 27. Now, why we use this one? Because negative 27 mod 7 is actually equal to positive 1, no? Negative 27, negative 1, rather. This is negative 1, 22 mod 7. So you will have
You mean positive 1? Because
mod.
minus 27 plus 28.
So negative 1. Yes, this will become 1, 22. Yeah, no? Positive 1, negative 2. Negative 28. Negative 28 will be modulo 7. That will become positive 1. So we need negative 1. Yeah. Still, this is 1. Okay, 1 mod 7. So that means what?
One day after Wednesday,
Okay, 1 day
Thursday.
after Wednesday. So therefore, that means the answer should be Thursday. Okay. Problem number 16. Okay, this one. 16. Okay, given that the highest common factor of a three-digit number is 264 and 88, find the largest possible value of this number. Okay, largest possible value of this number. Okay, the first thing that you try is we want to be our number to be as large as possible, right? So we'll first try 999 because it's the largest number, and we divide it by 88. Okay, 999 divided by 88 is approximately 11, no? 11.35 to 7 to 7 and so on. So this is the approximate value. Now, as you can notice, 264 is actually thrice of 88 or 88, 3 times 88. So that means our 88 now will be multiplied by 11 and you will have 100 or 800. No, this is 869. So 968. 968. So this is the largest number that we can have. Okay. 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 So 968. And that is for number 16. We go to number 17. 17. Each digit of the digits 2, 3, 5, and 7 can be used once only in writing a three-digit number. Find the sum of all possible values of this number. Okay, the sum of all possible values of this number. So we only need to use this, no? And we can use this once. Okay, so three-digit number. So there are 6 combinations for each number, right? So we have 6. Then for each number, you know that we have 100 times 10 times 1. Oops, not times, that's plus. For each of this digit, we have 100 plus 10 plus 1. Okay, we have this. Then you multiply this by the numbers that we can use. We have 2 times, okay, not times. This is plus 3 plus 5 plus 7. So this is the shortcut for that. So only use this particular number here. Then this is just equal to 6 times 111 times this is 1017. So simplifying this one, you will have 11322. Okay, so this one is always even, no? Okay, because we only have 6 digits. No, 3 digit. Then for each we can use only one in writing. So that means you have this.
Where
Okay.
is 6 from?
There are 6 possible. If you get 3 different numbers, 6 come from the combinations of these 6 numbers. 3 numbers rather. Example, you have 3 numbers na kukunin or 3 numbers that you get. Then the possible combinations of those 3 numbers will be 3 factorial, which is 6.
Thank you.
Okay, for this one, this is quite algebra, but I don't know why is it in number theory, but let us try. Okay, find the real number x satisfying this equation. So for this, the easiest way to do this one is to multiply both sides by, or to square both sides. You will have x is equal to x minus 30 quantity squared. Then you will have x is equal to x squared minus 60x plus 900. Then if you rearrange this one, okay, if you rearrange this one, no? We have x squared minus 61x plus x squared. Okay, plus 900. And we find the factors of this. And factoring this one, will we have x minus 36 times x minus 25 is equal to 0. Then you will have x is equal to 36 and x is equal to 25. Now, as you can see, we cannot have an x which is less than 30 because this will become negative number. As you can see, we have, if we let our x be equal to 25, the left-hand side, okay, 25 minus 30. The left-hand side is 5, while the other side is negative 5, and we cannot have that one. Okay? So we only take x is equal to 36. Okay, so those are problems in number theory. Geometry. Okay, let us try this. So for acute angle theta, satisfying this tangent theta is equal to square root of 15 over 3, find the value of sine 6 theta. So this will have a multiple angle, no? Okay, multiple angle. Now, the first thing that you need to do is to know that the given is tangent, no? Tangent theta. Now, what is the identity? If we have tangent theta is equal to square root of 15 over 3, automatic that the sine theta is most likely equal to square root of 15. Based on that tangent, we have this identity. We have this 3 plus 3 squared plus square root of 15 quantity squared. And if you simplify this one, this is equal to square root of 10 over 4. Okay? Then from here, we can now find, okay, ang cosine, the shortest way to do the cosine is instead of square root of 15, we use 3. Then we will have the same denominator. We have 3 squared. So these are shortcuts, no? 15 squared. So this will give you square root of 6 over. So you already have the sine, you already have the cosine. Now the next thing that we are going to do is, okay, take note that we have this identities. Sine of 2 theta is equal to 2 sine theta cos theta. I want you to know that one, no? And then we have the cosine. Sine theta. Okay. The sine 3 theta is equal to 3 sine squared, no? Squared theta minus 4 sine cube theta. So this is the another identity that you need to familiarize. I guess you are familiar with the double identity. So from now on, you should also be familiar with the triple or the triple identity. Now from here, we can solve for sine 2 theta, right? So sine 2 theta is equal to 2 sine theta cos theta. Sine theta is square root of 10 over 4, while cosine is square root of 6 over 4. So simplifying this one, you will get what? Okay, you will get square root of 30. No, square root of 60. Pero you can 60. Okay. We have square root of 60. We have 2 over 16. So we have 2 times 2 square root of 15 over 16. So square root of 15 over 4. Okay. Now using, as you can see, sine 6 theta can be written as sine 3 times 2 theta, right? Then we use this angle. So instead of having theta, we replace this by 2 theta to become sine 6 theta. So this one will become 3 sine squared 2 theta minus 4 sine cube 2 theta. So this will give us 3 square root of 15 over 4 quantity squared minus 4 square root of 15 over 4 quantity cube. Okay, then of course, simplifying this one, okay, this is minus, this is 15, ilan ba to? This is 3 times 15, so 3 times 15 over 16. Okay, 15 over 16 minus this one is 4 times, the other one is 15 square root of 15, okay, over 64. Then simplifying all of this will give you negative 3 square root of 15 over 16 as your final answer. Okay, so crucial part on this problem is the identities for the double angle and the triple angle. Okay, so proceed to number 20. Number 20 is finding the shortest distance from a point to a line. And we already have, or we already know the formula for this one. So if you have a line, your D, or the distance between this point and the line, if you have a point here and if you have a line here, of course, the shortest distance from this point to this line is the perpendicular, no, imaginary perpendicular line. Okay, from this point to this point. That's the closest if we have a perpendicular line passing through that point. Okay, so our D is actually equal to the absolute value of A x sub 0 plus B y sub 0 plus C all over the square root of A squared plus B squared. So our line is negative 6x. Our x is 8 rather. Okay, plus 4y. Our y is 12. Okay, plus 24. Okay, of course, this is absolute value because we cannot allow our answer to be negative since we are talking about distances. And then this equal to 8 squared plus 12 squared. Okay, no, this is not. This is negative 6 squared plus 4 squared. Okay, then the numerator will become 48, so 24. Over, this is 36 plus 16, square root of 52. So we will have 24 over 52 is 2 square root of 13. To cancel, you will have 12. So of course, answer in terms of simplest surd form, this will become 12 square root of 13 over 13. Simply rationalize the denominator by multiplying both the numerators and denominators equal to or multiply it to square root of 13 over square root of 13. Problem number 21, find the area enclosed. Okay, if you have to find the area enclosed by an x-axis and two straight lines, that means we are taking or finding the area of a triangle, no? So, example, the x-axis, then we have two lines. So most likely the line is this one or this one. So we are taking about this triangle, no? So we will have a triangle. So the first thing that we need to do for this is to find the intersection between these 2 points. Okay, intersection between these 2 points. And, or, ito na lang. We'll try to sketch the graph of this. Oops, okay. So for 3x plus 2y is equal to 30, x is equal to 0, your y is equal to 10. So you will have 0, 10. If your y is equal to 0, okay, your x, huh? If x is equal to 0, y is equal to 15. Okay, this is 15. Then x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, you have x is equal to 10. So you will have 10, 0, and 0, 15, no? 0, 15. So we have that on our graph, 0, 15. Now for the next one, we have 4x minus 3y is equal to 6. X is equal to 0. Your y is equal to negative 2. If your y is equal to 0, okay, what will be your x? If y is equal to 0, your x will be 3 halves. Okay, positive 3 halves. So meaning we have 0, negative 2, and 3 halves 2. If you take this graph, we have 10 and so 5, 10. We have 5, 10, 15. So this is your first line. Okay, this is your line number 1, L1. Your L2 is 0, negative 2. So this is 5, 0, negative 2. If this is 5, so most likely here. Tapos 3 halves. X is 1 half. 1 and 1 half. So most likely here. So the graph is this one. This is line number 2. And we are enclosed by x-axis. So therefore, we are looking for the area of this triangle. And the area of this triangle, we need to find the value of this. Right? Okay, the value of that. So the value of that is simply equal to the y part of the intersection. So we need to solve for the value of y. Our y in our here will be the height. So the first equation is 3x plus 2y is equal to 30. I'll multiply this by 3. So this will become 9x plus 6y is equal to 90. The second equation is 4x minus 3y is equal to 6. I multiply this by 2. You will have 8x minus 6y. Okay, wait lang. We need to solve for the value of y. So instead of oops, Control Z, I'll just try to, okay. We multiplied the first one by 4. So we have 4. The first equation multiplied by 4, that will become 12x plus 8y is equal to 120. The second one is multiplied by negative 3. So negative 12x plus 9y is equal to 18, negative 18. So that we can eliminate the x. So you will have 17y is equal to 102. Okay, 102. 102 divided by 17. 102 divided by 17. Can we have that one? That is actually equal to 6, no? 6. So meaning the height of this one is 6. While we need this one, in this case, this is our base. Our base is from this line 1, which is 15, 10. Okay, the 10, this is the 10 part. So 10, the base is equal to 10 minus this one, 3 halves. No, 3 halves. That is equal to 8 and 1 half, or that is equal to 17 over 2. So your area now is equal to 1 half times the base, 17 over 2, times the height, which is equal to 6. Okay? So that is equal to, cancel this one. No, this one and 3. You have 51 over 2. No, 51 over 2, or this is 2 and 1 half. No, 25 and 1 half. So you can answer 25.5 also.
So I can write in improper fraction.
Yes, you can write your answer in improper fraction. You can also write your answer in decimal form as long as it is obvious, because you are not allowed to use a calculator. You can also write this in mixed number. But I suggest when you have fractions, use the improper fraction. That's the most suggested form of answer.
Wow, I like that form, but in the footnotes of the mock test, it
Mm-mm.
says I cannot write. No, I must write as a proper or mixed fraction.
Oh, okay. If that is in the instruction, then you should abide that one. But if there is no instruction stating your answer should be in what particular form, then you can answer that in any form, if ever. So you have to um, read the instructions and directions carefully to know the do's and don'ts on solving or on giving your answers. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, because as far as I know, the we usually allow improper fractions. But maybe this time it should be in mixed number or proper fractions, then we should abide that one. Okay, so we proceed to problem number 22, and it is this problem. So we have a quadrilateral with particular vertices. Now, in solving the shoelace method. So for this, the area of this quadrilateral is using the shoelace method. Okay, shoelace method. But it is very suggested that when it comes to shoelace method, and whenever the number of vertices will be from 4 above, you should first check the location of these points in our Cartesian plane. Because in order for us to use the shoelace method, we need to make it sure that the vertices that we are talking about should be adjacent to each other. We cannot, since if we have triangle, so of course uh these 3 points or 3 vertices should be uh adjacent to each other, no? But if you have 4 or more, okay, you can have some jumps. So we need to check first whether which of these numbers. So 10, 5. So most likely this 10. Okay, this one approximately, this is your A. We have negative 2, 12. So this is 10. So most likely here is your B. And C is somewhere here. No, somewhere here. Then D is 1. So as you can see, this first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. So in this case, we are sure that the given are adjacent to each other. Okay, then we can use the shoelace method as the area is equal to 1/2. Then we have this matrix form: 10, 5, -2, 12, -3, -2, 8, -4. Then we close the polygon by going back to the A, is 10, 5. And one common question in this is, can we start with B? Yes, you can, but make sure that you will end up also in B. Okay? So can you use C? Of course. Can you use D as a starting vertex? Then you can. They will give you the same answer naman. So in here, we will have 1/2 times the absolute value of, you take this one product, we have 120, we have plus 4 plus 12 plus 40 minus, you will have minus 10, okay, minus 10 minus 36 minus 16 and minus 40. Of course, they are all minus, no? So 120, 160, 176, 176. Okay, plus, I will expect that this is plus. You will have 36, 52, 92, 102, plus 102. Then you will have 1/2 of the absolute value, or positive. This is obviously positive, 278. And this will become 139. This is correct? No, 139. Okay. I guess that would be correct. Okay, question with this item.
How do we know when the vertices are adjacent to each other?
Yeah, in this case, the location. That is why you need to illustrate the locations or know their locations. So in this case, we have A, C. Most likely our D will be quadrant 4. So we have 8, -4 here. So A and D, AB are adjacent, BC are adjacent, CD are adjacent, D and adjacent. So that is why we need to ensure that this will be the case, because if ever your points A, then your B, for example, will be here and C will be here, then they will cross to each other, right? So in that case, you cannot form a triangle, a quadrilateral. So that is why we need to have a closed convex polygon. But I guess usually the given are adjacent naman. But I'm telling you that you need to check lang if you need to check first whether they are adjacent or not, because this may be tricky.
Can I use uh, can I orient the vertices in reverse order? Like
Yes, you can
not
have
ABCB but DCBA.
ADCB, yeah. ADCB, as long as they are adjacent to each other. You cannot have AC or BD because they will cross, right? So
Yeah.
as long as they are adjacent to each other by not crossing other vertices, then that is okay. You can also have C, from C to B to A to D and go back to C. Meaning you can have this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, as long as it will form a convex polygon. Okay. Number 22. No, 23. We are now on number 23. This is second to the last of the uh, geometry problems. I guess this is very simple. Okay, given the exterior angle, exterior angle of an n-sided polygon is 24. Find the value of n. Okay, this is very simple. Why? Because the exterior angle rather, of an n-sided polygon is simply equal to 360, right? 360. Then 360, you divide it by the 24, because 24 degrees, 360 degrees divided by 24. And take note that this is a regular sided polygon. That means each sides are equal. So n must be equal to 15. So that means it is a 15-sided polygon. And that is very simple. Okay? Okay. Problem number 24. This is the last problem in our geometry problems. We have here,
Coach Alex, so the answer to number 23 is 15 or something.
yes, 15. You simply divide the 360 by 24. Because again, when we have the exterior angle, the exterior angle is equal to 360 degrees over the n. That's a formula in finding the exterior angle because we divide the 360 degrees into n different na sides or into n different na numbers. Now, here we are given with the exterior and we need to find the n. So it will simply give us n is equal to 360 degrees over the exterior angle, the measure of each exterior angle. So that is why you will have 360 over 24, which gives you 15. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So in the last part is we need to find the maximum value of this. Okay? Maximum value of this. Now, there are many ways to solve this one. We can use the Cauchy-Schwarz inequality. But since the given combines sine and cosine with different exponents, then the easiest way to do this one is to transform this into sine also so that we will have entirely in terms of sine. So the holy grail in the identities is the cosine squared plus sine squared x, no, is equal to 1. That means from here that your cosine squared x is equal to 1 minus sine squared x. So I'll replace this cosine squared by 1 minus sine squared x minus 8 sine x plus 24. This is our value, no? Now, from here, this will give us what? Negative sine squared x minus 8 sine x plus 25, right? So we have negative of sine squared x plus 8 sine x, then you will have 16. Okay, follow? Why 16? Because we divide 8 by 2, that will be 4, then square, that will be 16. Now take note that we have we added 16 inside, but we have a denominator, we have a negative symbol outside. So in short, we added negative sine x, no? Negative 16 rather. So we go back by adding another 16 to maintain the equality. Okay? So from there, what will happen? From there, this will become a perfect square of sine x plus 4 quantity squared plus this one is 41. Okay? So from after that one, what will happen? Take note that we know that this will be greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so you will have the sine x plus 4 negative of squared plus and minus, start with this one. Uh, what's the next thing that we are going to do? The value of your x. You know that your sine x, right? Sine x is less than or equal to 1, but greater than or equal to -1, right? So meaning, uh, your sine x plus 4 should be greater than or equal to 5, less than or equal to 5, but greater than or equal to 3, right? Now, we need to find the maximum value.
So
Huh?
we need to minimize the square.
Yes, we need to minimize the square. So that means in minimizing the square, we need to find this, no? The minimum value. Okay, so you will have the -3 quantity squared because this is both squares, no? So you will have this one will become or plus and minus 41. Of course, the 41 will be automatically there because of that. You have 9 plus 41, that is equal to 50. No, 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 no. Minimize the square, so that is -9. -3. Negative of 3 squared. That will be -9. And that would be 32. 9, 41. Oh, why is it that 9, 42? 32. Yes, Timothy, do you have any questions? The answer should be, if in this case, 33. No? No, the answer should be 32. Why is it that we have this one? Okay, so the answer for this should be 32, not 33, 32. Okay. Now, we don't actually have time, but the secretary will give you the answers, the solution for this mock exam, and we will wrap up uh, the other questions. No, I'll stop sharing. We'll try to have an overview of the other questions and their corresponding solution. So we have here, from here, uh, we have the next one. Okay, Carol randomly picks 5 balls from the bag containing 3 green balls. Then from here, you will have 6 and 10 blue balls without replacement. So find the probability that at least 24. Now, when you say at least 24 uh, of the balls drawn are green, so that means ilan ba lahat? Kano 5 balls. We will have from the first one, we need to have 24 without replacement. No, 6 taken 4 and 10 taken 1. At least 24. Okay, so where is the annotation here? I cannot annotate na. So from here, you have 6 taken 4 and 10 taken 1, because out of the 6, you will get 4 and 5. I guess this is at least 5. At least 4 rather. At least 4 balls. So it's either 4 or 5. Green, no? That should be 4. Oo. Then, okay. I guess I can annotate naman siguro. Okay, this is 4. It's only 4. So that is why you can have 4 or 5 because at least 4, right? So this one here represents the taking out of the 6. You can take 4 plus, of course, the other ball, the other one ball because we need to draw 5 balls. The other one is from the 10 blue. Then the next, this is times. The next case would be out of the 6 green balls, we get exactly the 5. And of course, since we already have the 5, you will not get any number or any ball from the blue balls. Then this will be divided by the total number of ways, and because we are talking about probability. So we have 16 taken 5. And simplify this one, you will get 1 over 28. Okay, so from there, you will have that one. Then lit clear all drawings. Then annotate. Okay. Next would be 126. Okay, this is a quadratic inequality. So the first thing that you need to do is simply multiply or simply uh, rearrange this and factor. So from here, these are the factors. Okay, meaning you will have negative 20 and positive 6. So you only need to arrange this in the Cartesian plane. So we have negative 20 because negative 20 is on the left and is less than or copy the inequality given, your x less than 6. So non-zero integers. So how many negative numbers? You will have 19 negative numbers and positive numbers because non-zero. We have 5. So all in all, we have 24. Okay. And those are our uh, number 27. How many different ways are there to arrange 4 identical pack of these, 2 identical energies, and 3 identical? Okay. So all you need to do is in a row, right? So we have 4 plus 2 plus 3 factorial divided by 4 factorial times 2 factorial times 3 factorial. And you will get 1,260 for that. Okay. Is that, will that give us, we have how many? 4 factorial. So you will have 4, ano, yeah, 4 times, 4 factorial is 24. So 24, no, 4 plus 2 plus 3, that will be 9 factorial. Okay. For number 28, okay, we have here, uh, just, I guess we have one problem in like this in our third set, and the complete solution for that will be discussed tomorrow. But uh, for this case, you will have mod 80. No, we have 20 mod 80, or in short, we divide this by 80, mod 80, because the first coefficient is 80 in order for us to solve for the value of y. So you will have this, and since largest possible value of xy, so mod 10, you will have 80 mod 10. Okay, okay. Then we have this one. Yeah, sige lang. This copy will be given to you naman because we don't have any time na, no? Okay, 29, a pair of dice 20 times. Okay, probability. Okay. Okay. And this one is also identical points. Okay. This is will also be 12 factorial over 7 factorial times 5 factorial. Okay. I guess you will have another. You will have an orientation after this one. After this one, so that is why we are uh making it fast. So I guess that's all. And then if you have some questions or any other clarifications, you can always ask the secretariat so that the questionnaire or the question